We just took our kid back to school shopping. I swear this shit brought back so much nostalgia. Like, do you guys remember doing this?
That was my favorite part of going to school, period. When I was a kid.
The first day outfit, right?
Oh,
All
that's
of
a
it.
big one.
Even just going to Staples, like buying like pencils and pencil
that-
The
cases.
same thing each year. Like, how many 5-star binders do you need?
Right? 5-star. The zipper ones,
I
too.
got different ones for each class.
Yeah, that's when you get
Folders
older.
and like dividers. Why? You needed
So
nothing.
pointless.
It's so crazy. She's going to kindergarten, right? So like first time going to school. So she's all excited. She gets like this backpack and all this other shit that goes with it. And all you really need for kindergarten is a water bottle,
Yeah.
A lunch.
clothes, and a lunch bag. Like the school she's going to, they supply you with the pencils and rulers and everything. They tell you to bring nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But like she's like shopping for clothes and shit. And we're buying shoes.
Yeah.
And we're like looking at all these shoes and they're all like Nikes and Adidas and all this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like, yo, I used to do this shit too. But I remember when I was buying shoes, I was telling her, I was like, our shoes used to wear out. And like by the end of the year, the soles would be ripping off. There'd be holes in them. And she's like, no, don't you get new shoes every year? Like mine never
I'm like,
wore
don't
out.
your feet grow? Of course you're going to get new shoes every
Yeah, when you're a
year.
kid.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the shoes aren't going to wear out.
Yeah.
Because
I never had holes in my shoes.
well, you weren't like playing ball hockey and playing ball and
No, I
running around in
wasn't.
fields and
Yeah,
doing
I also
God
didn't
knows
get
what.
Nike
aggressive.
shoes. My shoes
Yeah,
came
that's
from
what I was gonna say.
Payless.
Yeah, that's where they started. So obviously they're gonna rip. And then I
Pay
realized,
less, last less.
I realized that I was like, when we used to buy shoes, I remember when we started buying like name branded shoes, like I would look at them and my dad would be like, no, the soles are gonna rip off, right?
Yeah.
And then when you see the stitching on it, he'd be like, oh no, that's stitching. That sole's gonna stay for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's solid, right? And I was just like, yeah, well, that's what he thinks, right? It's just plastic molded. Right? It's not real. It's not
not
gonna
even
help
real
it stay
stitching.
there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But then I remember as a kid looking for shoes and finding shoes that had stitching on it and then convincing him to buy it. And I
Yeah.
was just like, and now I feel like I turn into that person as well. Like anytime I'm like shopping with a table or whatever, like I'll be like, yo, it's solid. Like, is it, how long does
Your
it last,
favorite
right?
thing to say is it's solid.
Yeah.
It makes sense though. You want it to last.
But anyways, yeah, she's getting Nikes and Jordans and Adidas or whatever, right?
Must
like,
be nice.
right? Even her, I remember. So we
She
were.
won't even understand like how it felt to buy your first pair of Air Forces.
I
She
feel
has
like
no
I didn't
clue.
even buy anything designer or started like really getting like fits for
Yeah.
going to school till like middle school.
Me too.
Up
Maybe
until
even
then,
high
it was just
school
like,
for
yo,
me.
wear this shit. It's
Yeah.
just whatever you get.
It was like high school-ish because then I started getting summer jobs
Exactly.
and like
Then you
whatever
buy
money
your own
I
shit,
had,
yeah.
like, and then I'd buy you some shit and buy myself some forces and shit like that, and that's what you start doing because there's no way you're gonna explain to a Desi parent that it's okay buying a
To buy
$200
Rockaware and
jersey.
Baby Fat.
Right? You know, the budget for two boys
But
for
my
going
mom
back.
did buy me Baby Fat.
Really? You're lucky, man.
I started that in grade 6, like buying like nicer shoes. Before I
Yeah.
always had Payless.
Yeah.
I remember the first nice shoes I bought. Do you guys remember? It was Fat Farm,
Fat
but not
Farm?
Big Fat Farm.
Yeah.
It was like a big P, and they
Yeah.
were like camouflage pink.
Oh my God.
Those were
so
a vibe
sick.
for a while, though. Those were a vibe for a
Yeah.
while. But yeah, like I don't know, man. I even looking at like everything that she's buying, and like I was thinking, I was like, just like how I was a little bit manipulative with the shoes, right? She's buying clothes, she's in some store, she sees like this purse there. I don't know why the do they have purses for kids, right? Or it says like whatever store we go to.
Yeah.
Of
But-
course she wanted it and was obsessed with it.
We were like, okay, we need to go in store shopping because I'm like 6'2", 6'3", Sophie's like 5'9", right? So
Yeah.
obviously like she for a 4-year-old,
She's not going to fit the.
yeah, she doesn't.
But she's so skinny, so
She's
it's
skinny.
so hard to like.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's like hard to shop for her in
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
things because she's tall and she's skinny, right? So
Yeah.
whatever, we're shopping in person, and then she sees this purse, right? And it's like a
It's a bear hat.
bear, but it has like a metal, like it would look like it was from Ralph Lauren or some shit. I don't even know what
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
And she's like, I want this. I was like, for what? Right? And she's like, I was like, you have no, like, you know, they're saying that you don't need pencils or
use? Yeah.
anything like that. She goes to me, she's like, yeah. She's like, Dad, like, didn't you say they're going to give me pencils and rulers there?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. She's like, I can keep them safe in here. Right? But I was like, you have a point, right? It's like the stitching thing with the shoe, right? For me, right? I was like, I see what you're doing. I was like, I see you, right? And then I'm like, I don't think you need this though, right? She's like, it's pretty nice, no? And then I looked at the price. It's like 50 or 60 bucks.
No, she brought it to me, and I'm like, hell no. I'm like, you don't need a $50 purse.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you don't need this, right?
No,
Then she said
back to school
that's
shopping
okay.
is so much better than going to actual school.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, it's fun.
It was also kind of weird being at a mall. I feel like I don't go mall shopping
Right?
anymore.
It's just online.
I was
Weird.
like, just putting my card there. I'm like, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't feel this. I like memorize the number and you just put it on top of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for yourself, you generally know the size of the brands you like to wear and like you
Yeah.
know
It doesn't
what to
change
buy.
that much.
Yeah, it doesn't change
Your
too
shoes
much.
never change now.
Yeah, for
But,
kids, it's weird.
Yeah.
And these like they need indoor shoes and outdoor shoes. It's a whole thing. We just used to wear
makes
shoes,
sense.
huh?
That makes sense.
Logically
bringing in all that
it
money.
makes
We
sense.
only had different shoes for gym. That's it.
Yeah, for gym.
But even like winter boots, like I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
you
they made
used
you
to
change your
them.
boots. Yeah.
In high school, I feel like did they?
Did people wear winter boots in high school?
Yeah,
No.
Timberlands.
I didn't. Oh, yeah, Tim's, yeah.
Yeah, those are winter boots.
I just had to walk from my
That
car
was another
to the
flex.
school.
How to get Tim's, yo. I need winter boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim's soft.
$300.
Tim's didn't keep your feet like warm at
No,
all.
they were-
And then the broke man Tims with the lugs.
Oh my God, lugs.
I feel like
That's
these
so
are
funny.
struggles that only we understand, man. She's not even gonna get these struggles, man. She's not gonna
nice.
understand them at all, man.
She already has Uggs.
They make
I
like
got Uggs in uni.
Yeah. She has like Nike like tracksuits and hoodies and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
it's a different life, man.
For her, she's just like, they're so soft.
She's like, this one's soft, right? But I also feel like non-name branded clothing is also a lot more expensive these days.
everything is, yeah.
I don't think it's just like you could probably get a Nike sweatshirt for the same price as like a
You can get
plain
a
one.
plain black shirt from the store. It's like $40-$50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how generally I am these days. Like I don't like to wear brands,
Yeah.
right? But everything, like nothing is cheap though.
No.
They're just as expensive as everything else because it's a preference. Because that is a style in of itself.
Yeah.
Like
For sure.
dressing like plain,
Minimal.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's move away from this shit. Did you guys watch Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
What'd
what'd you guys think about it?
I think it's the best Spider-Man movie ever.
Ever?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a
Even
bold
Tobey
statement.
Maguire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
I think
first
it
Tobey
topped
Maguire
every
one was pretty
single
good
Spider-Man.
though.
At that time. Now I think I wouldn't have liked it.
If I
but when I first
revisited
watched
it, that's what I thought too going into it. That's always been my favorite. I also think the second guy gets like discounted a lot.
the
I
British
Garfield?
guy?
Yeah,
that guy.
Garfield.
Yeah, he does.
It was good.
Yeah, I
They've
thought so
all been
too.
good. Every Spider-Man's been good, but like this one, I think is the best out of all three of
It
them.
was so good.
Well,
The story was so good.
the
so good.
first one, who they had three of them, right? I think
Yeah.
they only had three.
They had three, yeah.
And then the second one, the Andrew Garfield
two.
ones, they had two, right? This
Yeah.
one, they have had four now,
This is
right?
fourth,
Plus,
then
he's been in a
seems-
couple
Wow,
Avengers.
that many?
and he's been in Avengers. Seems
Yeah.
like there might be a fifth too. There was like a teaser at the end. I don't know if that was for Avengers, but they said Spider-Man will be back.
Yeah.
Right,
So okay. First of all, the movie though, like what
Yeah.
you like that in of itself. When I was watching it, the way it was kind of filmed and the way it was playing out, I was telling her like right in the middle of it, I was like the first like 3-4 minutes, I was
Yeah,
like,
you get hooked.
I was like, this is a good one.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
It felt like for the first time, it felt like a traditional like
Something
superhero.
about it.
Like there's so much of this the universes, multiverses.
Yeah.
They didn't have that in this.
Yeah.
For the first time in like I feel like 40 like
It's
Yeah.
true.
Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. It felt very traditional. They followed that like the whole thing where he like trips out because they did it in the Tobey Maguire version too, where he's like emo and he has like the emo hair.
Yeah.
They kind of did that storyline again. I thought they did it way better though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they're gonna go with that whole symbiote thing and turn him into that like.
In the comic
Like
book, he turns into a spider.
Yeah, but there's also there's that phase of it when the mechanical web stopped
Yeah.
working and he starts doing the natural webs and shit like that from the comic books and TV shows and shit like that. But yeah, to me, while I was watching it, look, one thing that like I thought was pretty impressive was how they did Hulk, bro.
Yeah.
Hulk, like if you
Like
guys
how he
remember
looked?
like Avengers Hulk, he's like all green and he doesn't seem like so massive.
Yeah.
This Hulk seemed massive.
Yeah.
right? And I think that's that Sony effect, right? Because now Sony's taking over instead of Disney. So Hulk seemed to me more menacing.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, and I felt like some of the fighting scenes, they felt different. I don't know. It just felt a little different. And for some reason, like for me, Tobey Maguire kind of felt like Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield kind of did. Like it's kind of like how Batman is.
Yeah.
Right? Like Batman is kind of, you know, some people think Christian Bale, some people think Michael Keaton, some people
Keaton's like, no.
You know,
for
Ben
me, it's
Affleck,
Christian Bale. That's bad.
Ben Affleck, and then there's the Robert Pattinson guy. People usually just throw those guys out the window, right?
Ben Affleck was the worst.
But the
Batman.
problem is he's in I don't know, a bunch of, what was that, the Superman versus Batman kind of shit like that. But yeah, this, as far as like where the MCU is right now, like the whole,
It's cool, right?
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And
That's what,
introducing her-
I wanted to nerd out so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Jean Grey.
That's
And
so
I booked
cool.
that. I booked it pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I even told Summer after, I'm like, yo, she's Jean Grey.
While
That's
we
crazy.
were watching
She's like,
it.
who's that?
While we were watching it, I don't know what exact part it was, but I turned to Sophia. I'm like,
She's Jean
"Oh,
Grey.
that's gonna be Jean
Yeah.
Grey. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because she's when she was like taking over people and stuff, and
Yeah,
they're saying
yeah,
she's so powerful. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, who else could it be?
Oh, I only found out when they finally did the DNA mapping part.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I could
And
tell,
she was like,
oh,
isn't
shit.
but you
knew
know,
who
good
Jean
guy?
Grey was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, isn't she like a good like superhero?
Yo, because I didn't watch the cartoon and I didn't read the comics. I only just watched
Yo,
the
I've
X-Men
literally
movies.
done both. I know a lot about like this whole
He kept
Marvel
saying it too, like she has
universe.
some crazy story, and I
Well,
was like,
just
the
as a
Phoenix
kid.
ends
She's
up
always
being
torn,
one
yeah.
of the most powerful people
Yeah,
in the MCU.
but I didn't know she was
It's like
bad.
Thanos level. Yeah, eventually she ends up becoming bad.
yeah.
She is the most powerful.
Yeah,
right?
one of
And
the
then-
most.
yeah.
You can argue it. These nerds will nerd out over it. But I like
But
what.
I liked the actress that played her too.
Yeah, they
She
hid
did
that
such
the
a
whole
good
time
job.
because everyone knew it was gonna be Sadie Sink,
Yeah.
but like nobody, because she was at all the pressers,
Yeah,
but nobody
everyone
knew.
she was going to be
what.
in the movie, but they didn't know what she was playing.
And they hid that pretty well.
I think that was good. I didn't see Jean coming into a Spider-Man movie like that. I didn't see it
It was
coming.
cool.
yeah,
And I think what I think is cool here is kind of like, you guys remember when the Avengers saga really started? It's with Iron Man 1,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Robert Downey Jr. kind of laid the foundation
Yeah.
with those movies.
For the
And
whole
then
thing.
from there came the Captain America movies, the Thor movies, and
Yeah.
everything else. And then eventually Avengers and, you know, Endgame, Infinity War,
Yeah.
and where we are now. I feel like they can use Tom Holland in that way. Like that's what they're doing, where all of these like kids are now like, I think what's going to happen here is that when they're saying he's back, I don't think he's going to be in Doomsday because it wouldn't make sense for Spider-Man to be in Doomsday. Like I think he'll be at the end of Doomsday because it's going to lead to Secret Wars.
yeah. They
That's
already got 2 Doomsdays or 2 Avengers coming.
Yeah,
out.
they're lined up.
Yeah.
December's going to be ending the fucking year.
Endgame, and then they have 2 more Avengers. That's crazy.
Yeah, but the last one, Secret Wars, it ends Phase 6, right? So like what it's supposed to be is like the biggest ensemble of superheroes, period. So like I would assume it's gonna be all these verses, and every single Marvel superhero that you've seen
Yeah.
is gonna be in that last one.
Yo, they're building it back up. Even the trailer, I hadn't seen it before. I know it came out before,
Yeah.
but I saw it right before the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, they're doing the X-Men shit. They're involving them, and then they got her story arc going now.
So my prediction, what I think they're gonna do is that Spider-Man's gonna be at the post credits or at the end of the movie when Doctor Doom does that thing where they end up in that other world where they're in the Secret Wars shit
Yeah.
happens, and then you'll see parts of these new X-Men in it, maybe because you're gonna see a lot of the legacy superheroes in that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like that ends that phase, and you're gonna get none of them in this new phase. And then you start with Tom Holland, and you rewrite the X-Men saga with these new kids.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna get a bunch of people, these kids that grew up watching Tom Holland series
Yeah.
of like Spider-Man. They're gonna think he's like an OG, and he's gonna be like, I guess, in his 20s, late 20s ish in those movies.
Yeah.
And those kids are gonna be like teenagers, right? So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna be the Robert Downey Jr. and there's
it's
gonna be
the
a whole new era
yeah.
growing up
Makes
with these
sense.
people. You know, because it's Fantastic Four shit, Thunderbolt shit. Nobody gives a fuck about
Yeah.
that shit.
But I like that movie.
Which
The
one?
Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, that is
I
pretty
didn't even
decent.
watch Thunderbolt.
Yeah, nobody did. Nobody did.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. But Fantastic Four seemed decent.
That was okay, yeah.
Yeah, but they needed to somehow end this,
Mm-hmm.
whatever this is. right? But I do think even in the new X-Men, it's also
they're
supposed to be-
redoing it?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
So she's gonna be Jean Grey?
Yeah, she's Jean Grey. I think Spider-Man
And
might
how's
make an
she so
appearance
young?
in it.
Because the multiverse or whatever, it's a different timeline, I guess.
Yeah. There's some of that going on. Whatever the that is, that's what's going on, right? And I think what they're gonna do is because they've already casted Cyclops, they've already casted like a couple of these people. I think they're all young. I think the one that doesn't make sense, I think Hugh Jackman's still Wolverine. Which is fucking weird.
Yo, nobody else can be Wolverine. He is Wolverine.
That's the thing. Now
You
I
can
feel
say
like
that about any of them though.
no.
But I feel like they're gonna
I
make
feel
all
like
of
she
them
can be
young
Jean Grey
at
now.
some point.
This new girl.
I feel like a new Wolverine shouldn't
But
be
Jean
him.
wasn't a staple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Iron Man's a staple.
Hugh
Nobody's-
Jackman's been a Wolverine
for a long
decades.
time. Yeah, for a long time.
I don't know if anybody else can play him.
So I think if they rewrite this X-Men saga properly,
Yeah.
incorporating other Marvel, characters into it, and then developing, way far into the future, 7 years from now, a whole new Avengers type saga or something, taking it that way, then you got a new generation of people.
yeah.
Right?
I just
You
get kind of
just-
lost with the multiverse stuff.
You just nerded out so hard.
I'm not that nerdy. I don't get I know so much about Marvel, but I don't know about the worlds and stuff. Like this is Earth
gonna end here.
366. This is Earth 1000.
Yeah, what did you say? Secret World or what did you say?
Secret
Wars.
What's that?
That's
You're gonna see at the end of Doomsday, like
That's
he'll
the next
create
one.
another portal world thing, and like when you saw Spidey's thing,
Yeah.
on and like that little blip that they dropped, it's the same directors, right? The Russo brothers, so they're probably doing it to show. It just doesn't make sense for Spider-Man to be in Doomsday. I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably just projecting towards the end of the legacy, the characters that we've been seeing.
It seems like that thing that he made too by accident is gonna be like the mutant callers from the show and stuff, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Because they were controlling her with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna end up being.
You forget
because
like,
damage. It seems like damage control is gonna be that agency
right.
against the mutants. That's what they're gonna do in the new X-Men. If
Because
you said they're
even
redoing them.
in the comic books and in the shows and stuff, they go into space. They do a whole bunch of shit that they never really did with X-Men.
Yeah.
Period. Right? Like they just did Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And they kind of did Magneto, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like you can take the X-Men saga in a whole bunch of
You
directions.
can, yeah.
And if you do a lot of character development, it could be cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you save certain X-Men till later.
Spider-Man's part of that too. the
Yeah, he
X-Men.
kind of is.
Yeah.
And so is Captain America. So is Daredevil.
He's
you can
back
pull
too.
some
He was
of
in
these
the
people.
Doomsday trailer. I'm like, how the hell is this guy back?
Who?
Captain America.
Yeah.
He's back.
Well, he's gonna make like a cameo.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna see all of these legacy people in these last two Avengers. I think you're gonna see more superheroes in Secret Wars than in any
Ever?
Avengers period.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like jam packed with all of them. You're just like, what the fuck? They're all in this,
I don't know. I'm ready for it, man.
and then I think it's over.
Even this, right after Odyssey, it just felt like I was watching Odyssey again. But they're in different worlds.
Yeah, we
Yo,
watched.
Bernthal and him were cool together too. They're
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Where?
Yo,
Holland
remember when
and
post
Bernthal.
credits weren't a thing?
What
Oh
post credit
yeah, we were
scenes?
talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that.
That like it seems like not that long ago.
Like,
to
where
me.
did they start?
I think these guys
that
started
every
it.
movie you just have to sit there now. Like
Yeah.
Odyssey, there's none, right?
I don't think so. Simmer doesn't let me sit and watch them.
I don't care to. I'm like, you can just wait till the movie comes out and watch a post credit then.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
can
watched it on YouTube.
probably
Well, honestly, I
legit
saw
just
someone
YouTube
made
it
a
on your
song
way
At the
home.
same time,
Yeah.
yeah, you can do it then.
Sorry?
Someone said there was one after Odyssey, like they made their own spoof.
Oh no
and they're
way.
like,
I don't think there
so
was.
stupid. Odysseus will end up in Avengers. So dumb.
But okay, so we did also finally watch Odyssey,
Yeah.
and phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Sick
right.
movie.
I think it's pretty cool. I know
Visuals
the
were
story,
sick, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
good.
through and through. And knowing that it's practical, all of that, right? But so much of the movie is running to an island, running back from.
Yo,
an
we were
island,
laughing
running to
so
an
much.
island.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
here comes
many
the
times we were
island. Here he
laughing.
goes. He's running again, right? So, and
I'm
it
like,
felt,
look, he's about to make another bad decision.
I mean, at the end of it, the payoff is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Right, because when he strings the bow and then he shoots it
part
through
was
the
cool.
axis,
And the
then
dog died.
yeah, the dog, you felt it when the guy kicked the dog out. I was like, you better not kill that dog, bro. He's gonna slice your head off, man.
And he's like, "Are you my dad?"
Yeah.
That part was cool.
But the
Yo,
coolest
but
part
somebody
was
said-
that witch lady making the faces
That
and
was
stuff.
crazy.
That was
Yeah,
so
that
cool.
was
and no CGI.
Yeah, I was watching like an interview and they were saying it's like animatronics and
Yeah.
stuff too. and like
And
clay.
like clay, yeah. That's how they did it.
Yeah, that was so
Crazy.
cool.
Yeah. I think too much hype was made and we watched it too late.
No, I
So-
didn't know anything about it. I didn't watch anything like specifically.
Yeah.
So it was all new to me. So I thought it was so
I'm
good.
saying it was a great movie, but to me, the feeling that I had when I watched Troy,
Yeah,
for some reason in my mind, Troy felt better.
really.
Troy
That's
was
just
a
me.
good movie.
I think I kind of forgot Troy. That's what it was.
Because there's
Troy
some
came
epic
out
scenes.
in like 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I
I
watch it
think I
now, it would
watched
be
it.
like hell no.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I rewatch it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I built up too much hype. Like I still think it's a great movie, but there's some parts of it just felt so rushed to me. Like so rushed.
Yeah.
They didn't show the sirens. They didn't really, what's
Sirens
going on
were
there.
non-existent.
Yeah.
You
They
just
kind
heard
of-
them and
Yeah.
took the wax out of his ears.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That part.
We were just laughing and the whole
Yeah.
theater was like watching and shit. We're just dying.
Nah,
I was like, because we knew, I was like, here it comes. He's going to be like, nah, I'm not fucking listen to this shit. You guys better not.
Then he just like made me feel uncomfortable with all his noises.
She's like, to me, she's like, is Odysseus supposed to be like stupid? I was like, no, it's the opposite. He thinks he's smarter than the guy.
He's
He
like,
does,
yeah, the
yeah.
payoff is big. I'm like, his whole crew died
Yeah.
That's kind
because of his decisions. He didn't have to go the long way.
he's kind of an idiot.
Kind
That's
of.
what he is. Yeah.
No,
Or he's very vain. He thinks he's a shit. That's
he
like the
thinks
way
he's
is.
really smart.
Yeah.
But like, look at what happened. Yeah, he could have just followed
He
Agamemnon.
could have just not shot the Cyclops in the eye.
Well, right in the beginning,
like,
Agamemnon
let him
He
know I
didn't need
did
to do
it.
that. He didn't need to do that. Exactly.
The
People
war
got
I
ends.
knew
fired.
he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
though.
The war ends. Agamemnon goes home, and he's just like, I followed him enough. We're gonna take the long way.
yeah.
And off
literally goes home. He's like, nah.
Yeah, we're not doing that shit. But I think it was the whole Trojan horse thing because the whole story is supposed to have these morals and values into it.
Yeah.
Honor, loyalty, truth,
Zeus's
and all
law.
of this shit, right? Like that a lot of these stories are like based off of. And I think that whole Trojan horse bothered him so much that he carries it, even in the final scene where he's
Yeah.
sitting there. He's like, it's still bothering him.
He still
as
exiles
he's talking
himself.
to
Yeah.
And then even that he exiles himself.
Yeah.
But like I think for that reason he's kind of taking a long way home to process it. But like 7-8 years, how long does he fucking take to get back? Like that's a lot
Well,
of
that
processing.
lady just left him there for
Yeah,
7
she
years.
had
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Waiting on
lotus.
the
The
flower.
way he was even eating the lotus was so funny. We laughed
but
a
yo,
lot.
you wanted to stay there. You didn't want to go home.
The movies are
looks
crushing
so
it this year,
good.
man. And they're
They
gonna
were-
end it off with Doomsday in December.
Bro, they weren't crushing it, but having Odyssey and Spider-Man back to back, I
Yeah.
think was crazy for
Yeah.
cinema. Like I think it's pretty cool because it's gotten me excited.
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
And now everyone's gonna be back into Marvel.
I was
They-
hating on Doomsday first because we thought Avengers were over. A lot of people were like, "What the hell? They're making another one." Now I'm excited for it.
Yeah, they have to end that saga. And I'm telling you, they're going to end phase 6.
Mm-hmm.
I hope what they do is ride off the Spider-Man wave and let Tom Holland be a little bit of this. Let
I
Spider-Man.
think he has become Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you let Spider-Man be like the OG of the X-Men clique and bring him into certain
Yeah,
things and
yeah.
make cameos
Seems
and shit
like
and
they might
develop
do it
those
that way.
characters, right off that wave, Spider-Man's making a lot of money right now, man.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Bro, it's funny when you start seeing Instagram algorithms. I don't know if you guys see it. And everyone would just be like, oh, he acted just like Spider-Man. Because everyone's trying to capitalize on whatever the fuck is trending.
Really.
Like I saw Poeton. He's like interviewing or some shit and a light falls and he grabs it. And then he goes like this. Like,
my
God. Yo, everyone's on this wave, man.
That's funny.
I've seen like construction workers do that type of shit. I guess our algorithm is a little different.
Yeah, a little.
what else we got?
Seems like the WNBA is gonna have some new top level prospects for 2027.
yeah, this
I
shit
think
is
some of
crazy.
them they didn't see coming. We have a clip.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming
He has the
WNBA
Nike
draft in
prospect.
May 2027. I am definitely not
they're not
here to
supposed to.
mock,
WNBA
make
logo?
fun of,
Yeah,
or
and the-
disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone.
I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman
What?
for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association. But hey, that'd be that'd be probably too much like right. So
Yo, this shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, I get it what they're doing. So Royce White, like we were talking about it before, he's become like a conservative pundit.
He's running
now.
for senator.
He's running for Senate.
Yeah.
Right. And
That's
Enes
his
Kanter,
angle.
yeah. Enes Kanter's just trolling, right?
Well, they're both trolled.
They are.
Yeah.
And people online are also doubling down on the
Yeah, yeah.
trolling and being like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Let him play.
Let him play.
Just
That's what he
imagine,
identifies
bro,
as.
just imagine. I started seeing Royce White fucking highlights.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, if he was playing
And Kanter
in the
too.
WNBA, Enes Kanter
Yeah.
was a legitimate starting spot, if not six man, like
He
a 4 or
started,
5
yeah.
on any NBA lineup
Yeah.
for like a solid 7-8 years.
Yeah.
I want to say on OKC, him and Russ were doing the thing for a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
He was all right. What was he, a 4th round draft pick on Utah or whatever? He's not, and even in college, he wasn't a bad college player.
No, he's a good player. Yeah.
But they are bringing light to this shit, like, because I've seen people have this conversation. Like, I'm all
Yeah.
for civil liberties and, not trying to hate on a certain group of people, but
Yeah.
come on. Why the
Yeah.
fuck should men be playing in women's sports?
Why
It's
isn't there a
crazy.
rule?
Huh?
Why isn't there a rule that you can't do that?
It's this weird.
It's a very vague rule.
yeah.
This whole thing
Like,
is.
can a woman try out for the NBA?
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, good
The
luck.
NBA
It's not gonna fucking work.
They're not
But
gonna
what
get
team are you gonna
drafted.
make?
The NBA actually has a league.
Yeah.
So the WNBA has a rule that you have to be a woman to play in the WNBA. That's the rule.
Yeah,
right?
not identify as a woman.
Exactly. There's a loophole, right?
Okay.
That's what these guys are exploiting,
Right.
right? The NBA, on the other hand, has no rule. You can be a woman and try out. You can be trans and try out. You can be anything you want and try out, but you might not make the roster. Right?
Does it ever happen?
I think women have even tried out. I looked it up. Like back in the day, they've
yeah.
tried. They've
Yeah,
never
right.
played.
It's not gonna work, man. If Enes Kanter played in the WNBA, he would be the greatest WNBA player of all time.
Of all time.
yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Toronto Temple should sign him, man. Like, you win some rings, man. And it would put asses in seats, right?
Yeah, and that draft would be crazy. It would be good for the ratings.
It would be crazy.
It would just be good TV.
But I think even the WNBA, like their players, are divided on this.
Yeah, this whole thing started with Sophie Cunningham,
Yeah,
right?
it's
She
her.
made some comments how like biological men shouldn't be able to play in women's sports.
Yeah.
And then one of their coaches wears a shirt in support of trans kids, I think. But I don't know why this league always has to do this culture war
Yeah.
BS.
You don't have to be a part of it.
Last year they were throwing dildos on courts. Like
That's
that was a thing, right? They were doing that. They
shouldn't be doing any of that shit.
And then they put out a statement that the commissioner puts out a statement saying that they value justice, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they won't be just be used politically, right? But you're then you shouldn't enforce it. At least tell your employees that they can't speak on it or clarify your rules, right? They're going to kind of force their hand now too.
Yeah,
do
you're
that.
forcing.
But these guys are just joking, right?
They're trolling,
trolling.
but tomorrow somebody
To prove
else
a
will
point.
probably try
Yeah.
it, right? An ex-NBA player is probably not going to try it, but somebody else will try it.
Yeah.
You remember that the person in the Olympics who fucking was dominated boxing,
Yeah.
right?
Trans.
And, yeah. And then
It was a whole thing.
Yeah. And then they said that no, she wasn't, and then it was like, yeah, she was a biological.
It was proven, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
They stripped her or
of
whatever.
her title or whatever.
Of their
But
medals, yeah.
while that whole thing was going on, people were like losing their shit. How dare you? She should be able to. She was a biological woman.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are
I
fucked.
remember that.
All this shit.
Yeah.
Like a man fighting in Olympic boxing happened.
Right.
You think
Yeah.
basketball's a stretch?
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy to me that we live in 2026, right? And it's nothing against trans people, right?
Yeah.
But if you're born a biological man, then play men's sports, right? It's an unfair advantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do we I don't want to bring out the feminists and people.
No,
but
I
like,
don't care. I'm just wondering why women are welcoming it. Like you're saying, it's split.
No,
It is split.
Some
There's
of the
certain
league,
people.
it's because the league in general has a tough time with it because obviously a lot of them are gay and they have they support
People-
LGBTQ
like to
plus,
group
right?
everything into one.
Just so it's tough, right? They're supporting their community because a large percentage of their players are part of their community,
Okay.
and so they're kind of standing up for them as that's fine if you want to, but some of them are saying, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just I don't want to play against men,
Yeah.
right?
But wouldn't
Especially
you, if you're
since the rules say that you have to
isn't
be
a
able-
woman losing her spot a woman.
Exactly.
If you're putting a man in that spot.
Yeah.
Like if technically Enes Kanter became declared for the draft,
sure.
somebody drafted him.
Yeah.
But
Right.
don't you think it'd be the same way? Like no one would draft a man in the WNBA.
If Enes Kanter is eligible and they go, yo, he can be drafted, as an organization, you'd be an idiot to not
Unless
draft
Then
that
you would win
protesting
so
it.
much.
because you're gonna do so well.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if they just have like an understanding?
Okay,
that,
yeah,
like,
sure, they can
Yeah,
do
they
that.
could do that.
Yeah.
They could do
Fair
that.
point.
Yeah, like what are you going to do then to prove a point? You're going to be like, all right, we're not going to draft him. But then tomorrow when those guidelines, align with like, you're like, oh, it's not a professional ex-basketball player.
Yeah.
It's just somebody who used to play basketball in high school and then
Exactly.
transitioned and then
It came up
dominated
through high
college.
school.
So like now they should be, and then watch, if that ever happens, that's going to be one of the greatest WNBA players of all
100%.
time.
So is the league saying anything?
Huh?
Is the league like saying anything?
They said
No
now they're gonna
statements?
look into their collective bargaining and like they're gonna be forced to say what is a woman,
Right.
Right? They are actually gonna be forced to make a decision on that.
No, I think biological men, from my point of view, biological men shouldn't be playing
It shouldn't
women's
even be
sports.
up for debate.
It's not even up for debate. And the fact that women argue against it is kind of crazy.
That's what I think is crazy.
Even one of their best players right now, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, I just want to play basketball.
Yeah.
I don't care about this shit. They flamed her too.
Yeah,
They're like, how can you not?
yeah,
Like, they're not letting anybody live, and then people are just like,
yeah.
I
And
don't
then they
know.
force people to jump on the narrative, and like
That's
people
why
get scared
politics
in
and
the group
sports are
think.
weird.
Yeah, it's always been weird. It's always been weird because with this shit, it's all fun and games, but like it never used to be a problem until it was a problem. How many trans athletes are there even? Like,
That's
who the
the
fuck
other
are you
thing.
catering to?
Yeah.
You're just doing this for politics. That's
Exactly.
it. It's just political. It's just
It's culture
throwing-
wars, political
That's
bullshit.
It. That's it. You're just throwing a political football back and forth. That's it.
I feel like even if you ask trans people, right, like what are your top concerns? I bet you a lot of them are like not going to the WNBA. It's just like living a regular life, being included in yada yada, whatever's important to them, right? Getting jobs and stuff like that, right? They probably get mistreated a lot more than just why is this even a thing?
Yeah. It's wild.
That's the
Well,
annoying
that
part.
he made it a thing, right?
no,
this
it's
guy-
always
He didn't make it a
He
thing.
didn't
It
make
was already a
It
thing,
was
and
already
then
a
he
thing.
just jumped on it to troll it.
because it happens in the Olympics.
It has
Right.
happened.
But didn't Trump ban that
What?
men in women's sports?
He can say whatever stupid shit he wants to.
There's
These are private organizations, right? They can like he can do it on like a public level, I guess, like in schools and shit like that, right? But this, I don't know, man. Like everyone can be their own way. From the competitive side of it, it's crazy to me. And being a girl dad, like if this was where like you have change rooms and stuff like that, even when they're younger, you don't want biological men in those rooms and shit. I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against
It's crazy.
trans people or whatever the. It's just like it's unfair.
Yeah.
Why the should men be playing women's sports? It feels like a stupid argument in the first place.
It's annoying that we have to have the conversation even,
Yeah.
But then they're gonna look at their CBA and they're gonna have to adjust it based on like what's assigned at birth or hormone levels. I don't know how they're gonna do it, or like
Because
anyone in 2026, you're allowed to identify as whatever the hell you want. You can be a mug, a man, a woman,
right,
a
right,
cat.
right. Right. Bro, but I think certain people don't even understand how unfair it is.
Yeah.
And it's not even taking a shot at women. Like I hope the WNBA becomes massive and like cool, they add 30 teams and it's like a pretty
There's better
big league
ways
or
to
whatever,
market.
right?
Just put out a superior product. Maybe people will tune
just
in.
market your source, whoever the they are. People
Yeah.
love negativity, feed into it.
Caitlin Clark
If-
was killing it.
Yeah, it make like whatever, like when people see LeBron, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, these arguments, oh, Steph's better, that shit
big them
uplifts
up.
the entire
Yeah.
NBA,
Yeah.
right? It's never just like the positive shit. There's ways to market the product, right?
Yeah.
I just think like certain people don't even understand the difference. I'm not saying women suck at basketball. They could probably beat an average dude like me, right? But I'm just saying like that. No, like
No,
real
they
talk.
could.
Oh,
No, I'm laughing at him saying he's average.
a high okay, a high school like a high school team,
Yeah.
like a good high school team
Yeah.
will probably dust any women's WNBA
Yeah,
basketball.
and a college team for sure.
Yeah, a college team would dust them.
Yeah.
A high school team would beat them. Thinking that they could play in the
The high
pros,
school team will dust the WNBA players.
dust. Done.
I feel like something like that happened. I think it was in soccer. Like a high school team beat a professional team of women.
If you ever go search what some pro NBA players used to do in high school, you're gonna be like, that's like players
LeBron
that
came into the league when he was 18. He was doing some shit.
Yeah, but that's just LeBron. We're thinking about superstars. I think Al Jefferson dropped 71 points in a high school basketball game. Al Jefferson, phenomenal player, all-star, but you don't know who the he is. He's retired. He's
the president?
She's like, who?
No, NBA player, anyone in the NBA is very skilled.
Yeah, nah, man. It's ridiculous to me. It's a ridiculous argument, and good on them for bringing it to light. But it is because of politics.
There's going to be another loophole, though. I feel like because there's like drug testing, they're probably on these massive hormone drugs. There's some things they're not going to allow it.
I mean, people arguing for this, but somehow Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame. Like, I get it. He took steroids, right?
Who's
and
that?
like, huh?
Who's that?
Oh my god.
Holy no, Sabir. You guys don't know who Barry Bonds is?
No.
Is that a fighter?
Holy shit.
Is it a basketball player? Is it a sports player?
Yes.
The athlete. He took
The
steroids.
greatest baseball hitter of
I know, it's gonna be
all
my
Oh,
next
baseball.
time.
My
Yeah.
God.
Why do you
time.
need steroids to
Like,
play
I know that guy
baseball?
who was like a cycler and he did steroids, right?
Cycler? Yeah.
Lance Armstrong.
What was his name?
Cyclist.
What was his name? Cycler.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, that guy.
But even that shit, he was just the one that got booked. You know, it came out after that they all do
They
it.
all do it.
Really?
Yeah, and he gets boned, and his name's been ever since.
Yeah.
But Barry Bonds, how many home runs? Nobody's gonna
I don't
touch his
know.
home
Yeah,
run
I've
record.
never even heard of a little bit of his name.
There's a reason for that. You probably remember though, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire,
Ken
right?
Griffey.
I know
Ken
Sammy
Griffey Jr.
Sosa from like the songs.
No, but you don't remember the home run derby from like the 90s? Come on, man.
Derby?
Okay, I can't. All right.
All right.
What else we
Do you
got?
want to hear another ridiculous argument? And some people think it's ridiculous. Some people don't. Most people do. KD thinks the 2016-17 Warriors are no match for this year's 76er squad.
What?
So he had a tweet. He was replying to somebody else. We could pull up the tweet. I'll just read it. Ain't close. Joel MVP recently. Jaylen Brown recent Finals MVP. Tyrese Maxey All-Star the last 3 years. We all know what Braun does. Klay Thompson, never an MVP candidate in nothing. He just burned Klay for no reason. I don't know why. 22 points per game.
Hates Clay, bro. Ain't nothing.
14 points per game, 7 rebounds. He's talking about Draymond. 14, 7, and 6. Steph, MVP, just like Joel. That's what he said.
No.
I don't get how the Warriors team is better on paper. That's what he says. And then Draymond replies, he's like, Slim thought he was on his burner. So,
Bro.
yeah, man. Come on, KD. This team has 0 champions. They just added Jaylen Brown, who's a champion.
And LeBron.
And they added LeBron, who has a decorated career with 4. Just added.
Prime KD, prime Steph, prime Clay, right? You're going up against prime Jaylen Brown, prime Joel, injury-prone Joel Embiid,
Yeah.
and old LeBron, right? Let's just take Edgecombe and Maxey and just put them to the side for a
Yeah.
second, right? I will take Steph and KD over prime Jaylen Brown
Yeah.
and old LeBron any fucking
Yeah,
day.
it's not even close.
Any day. Bro, when that Warriors team was together, why people, they're like, yo, he's getting a little passionate. When that Warriors team was together,
Yeah.
people thought it was fucking cheating. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, yo, and if it wasn't for Bob Myers on that fucking championship parade going, well, he's no Steph. Fucking retard. You guys just won a championship. Maybe just shut the fuck up. And if it wasn't for KD and Clay getting injured and Raptors winning that championship,
Yeah.
basically ending that dynasty, if that didn't happen, that Warriors squad probably would have ran off 6, man. They were crazy.
That team just came off going to 3 straight NBA finals, right? They could have they were going to go back to the finals anyway, with or without KD. So this team as a whole, before their recent additions, this new 76er squad, it's pretty inexperienced.
Yeah.
It's a unit that I don't even think they went past the second round. Them 3, whoever the hell's on it, Edgecombe's new.
Yeah.
Like Maxey and Joel Embiid alone, they haven't gone past the second round.
No, I think it's a phenomenal team. I think they have.
No, I'm not doubting the team, but comparing the two is ludicrous.
I think it's crazy that KD thinks that they're not even close. I don't know if
Is he trying to justify his own decision when he made it? Like, why is he even saying that?
No, I don't
get
know.
it.
I don't know the man personally. I'm not trying to get in his head. Maybe it's coming from a place where he's looking at the accolades. He's also looking at his peers. He's like, bro, these guys are superstars. Do they have more superstars on that team? Of course they do.
You can make the debate on paper, right? The 76er squad, though, people think they might not even get to the finals.
That's what I was gonna say. And when it was that Warriors team, it was beyond a shadow
Nobody
of a
on
doubt.
earth.
Yeah, nobody on earth. This team, people will still argue with you that OKC can beat them, that San Antonio can beat them.
New York Knicks will beat them before they get to their finals. Yeah.
And depending on injuries, they might not even make the finals.
It was
team
in 2016. It was a foregone conclusion. They were going straight to the finals, and they were going to win the whole thing. That's
team,
what it was.
That whole team, I think KD could have sat out all year. If Klay didn't get injured, they still probably would have beat the Raptors.
Exactly.
That's how good that Warriors team was.
Yeah.
That Warriors team was
That was
crazy.
on the back end of it.
Yeah.
He's talking about the 2016 Warriors.
And if you remember the Warriors, bro, they used to, I think Steph used to play like 28 minutes a game. They used to sit out the
because they were
whole
blowing
fourth
out
quarter.
everyone, right?
They would blow everyone out. You think, watch this team. Is it going to blow people out? I don't know.
That team went to 3 straight finals. They won 2 of them. They had the continuity. They already played together. At the time, it was LeBron was number 1. Steph was number 2. He had back-to-back MVPs, not one MVP just like Joel Embiid. He had back-to-back MVPs. So, and then you added KD to the squad, who was the 3rd best player. You added in the 2nd and 3rd best player in the world at the time, putting them
And
on
in some
one team.
people's books, at that time, KD was better than LeBron. That was prime KD.
Yeah,
That was KD
being
in
debated.
his prime. Yeah, that was always being debated.
Yeah.
Prime Steph, I will take every single day over
We're
prime
really comparing
Joel
him
Embiid.
to Joel.
Yeah, like what the f- are we doing? Steph is one of the greatest players of all time. Joel Embiid is a great center, but he's not in my top 25. Like, if I'm being
And
real.
he just horribly discounts Klay. Like, Klay was the best two-way player in the league at that time.
At that time.
And defensively, offensively, that team was
Okay, what
way
would
better than
change
the
this entire
76ers
thing if this was prime LeBron? If this was
then
this was
everything changes.
2016, when the Cavs won the championship, LeBron, if this was Miami LeBron, if you have a case.
For sure.
That changes everything, right? This is 41-year-old LeBron.
Yeah.
Like
and
that
unproven team, a bunch of players that just got lumped together. We don't even know if they're going to play well. How's that ball going to move on the court?
Yeah.
It's 4 players who dominate the ball.
Yeah.
Joel's going to get in the post. It's not coming back out. He's not kicking that thing back out.
Listen. Despite this comparison, which I disagree with KD's take on it, I think the
Wholeheartedly.
Warriors team is better than that Sixers team, period. I think this Sixers team does have championship aspirations. At best, they'll win 2. I think, right? And LeBron's going to call it quits, and it is what it is, right? That Warriors team they fucked up things by themselves against the Cavs team when, before KD, when Draymond, kicks LeBron in the nuts and he's out for game 6 and they lose in game 7. But to me, I think like an angle of this that people don't even look at, like which I didn't look at either. LeBron is taking a gamble because yes, if he wins 2 or 1, there's the credence for him being the greatest of all time. That argument increases, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, if they get 0,
That kind of backfires. Right?
that backfires.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over, right? Like people are gonna go on the complete opposite side. And this Jordan LeBron debate, it's like politics, man. It's like right and left. It's like it's like a cult. I'm Jordan or I'm LeBron. Like that's it.
Talking about Jordan, that Golden State team went 73-9, beat that Bulls team, and they got comparisons to Jordan's Bulls. Who's comparing the 76er squad to the Bulls?
I mean, we'll see when the season starts. I will project them not to win above 65
Joel's
games right
maybe
now. I don't
injured.
even think that's a hard
How
bet.
did they go 73-9? They all were healthy and they played the whole season. I'll say it right now. This Philly team is not going 73-9 or 74-8.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? Yeah. And LeBron and Embiid are not going to play every game.
No, they're
It's
not.
not happening.
And even health is a big question. If they make
Screw
it, can
every
they
game.
win
They're
it?
gonna miss
Yes.
about 20.
On paper, are they the greatest team in the NBA? Yes.
Yeah.
Should they win? Yes.
Yeah.
Will they? We'll see.
Yeah.
So was the Warriors. KD and Klay were injured in the finals. They didn't win shit.
That was 2019. He's talking about 2016 Warriors.
Yeah, 2016
That's what
years
he's
were
talking
Dawson.
about.
Dawson.
that team was always gonna win.
Yeah,
they were never not gonna win.
Not gonna win.
They didn't even need KD,
It's
and they added him. It was unfair.
But making sports political, you saw the shit that Trump said about LeBron.
Oh,
He's a racist. Like what?
No, first he called him a racist, and then he's like, he just recently said that I would ask him if he's interested in playing as a woman.
What a fucking guy, bro. Trump, see, this is what Trump does. He makes all of this shit.
I don't know why. I don't have answers to that. I don't know. I have no idea.
He's taking a shot at him. He's trying to be
Just
like he would be the greatest WNBA player. Yeah, just because he's not a Republican. Like you can say a lot of shit when it comes to basketball. LeBron being he's the second greatest ever, 10th greatest, wherever you want to put him, right? But when it comes to all the other shit, the guy's been like a stand-up, like 21 years or however long he's been playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
Not a single shit
Nothing's
headline has come out where LeBron's doing some shit. Nothing like that, right? The man's 41 years old. It's hard to make it through, right? Without any scandals and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nothing happens with the guy.
There was that texting the girl on the court thing.
What?
On stand. Remember? There was like
With
a texting.
Braun?
Yeah.
I mean, there's rumors.
The court. And he was
Nothing
texting.
confirmed.
No, nothing confirmed.
Nothing confirmed, but I did hear that.
That might be some
about
stupid
that.
fan like rumors
It
and
could
shit,
be. It
right? But like
very possibly is.
nothing like I've seen or heard like confirmed that has ever come up, right? To call the guy a racist, stupid, right? Like I do think Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. That's just my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And everyone else can have their own. But like, that's just talking basketball, right?
Yeah.
Like as a person, like
Just because
man,
he doesn't like you as a president doesn't mean he's racist. And nonsense.
yeah, that's all it is, right? Like what the like, what does LeBron do?
And then
that's
you're
like-
trying to change his gender. I don't even get that at all.
Yeah.
Like, he just said that a couple days ago.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just sports these days. It's all just politics. I feel like all of these people are always just trying to tap into the trending thing. This is just social media. I feel like it's a part of brain rot, ruining people's brains. Right? You just sit there and everyone has to react to it and pull it into their niche, and then they'll make it whatever the it is, whether it's a movie, whether it's a sports, a game, whether it's a politician. It's just all dragged into
That's why we're here, to rot people's brains.
yeah, that's what we're doing too, bro. Just pull you into this niche. Talking about politics, Trump said that Canada's nasty. You guys see this?
I love tariffs. They're my favorite word in the dictionary, tariff. I love tariffs, right? Because we've been screwed by tariffs used against us for years by China, by Japan, by South Korea, by Germany, by everybody, by Canada. Canada's nasty. They are. They're nasty. People think Canada, they're nasty. I love the people, but they're nasty. Nasty leadership.
Whatever adjective is used, yes, we're standing up for Canadian workers, for Canadian businesses, as we always have from the start. And from the start, our focus has been on what we can control, and that's investing in protecting our jobs, investing in the future. You've seen now the start of the transformation in the economy just beginning to show up in the numbers. We're creating jobs at twice the rate of the United States. We have foreign direct investment twice the rate of our nearest G7 competitor, which is the United States. We are seeing growth pick up in this quarter. And most fundamentally, what we're seeing is business investment beginning to pick up.
I love tariffs. Fuck, man.
Just not when they're on my country. It's so disillusioned, right? Obviously, every country is going to negotiate to benefit themselves. Why would they not?
Yeah, it's a stupid way to think that they should just cater to whatever the
He
you want.
love tariffs, but it only goes one way. He wants to tariff everyone, but they can't do it back.
Carney taking that opportunity to turn this into an economic thing and how somehow Canada's doing better than the US economically speaking is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like the rest of it, Canada's the largest supplier of oil and natural gas to the US, right? And we sell it to the US at a discount because we don't have the infrastructure to sell it to Europe or Asia. That's a discussion for another day. But
Yeah.
so US gets it at a discount, right? We have 20% of the world's fresh water, right? We sell the US everything from critical minerals, metals, agricultural goods, lumber, all of it's coming from Canada, right? And of course, we fought with the U.S. in World War One, World War II, right? When 9/11 happened, right? Canada was like, we got you. We're going to show up with you guys to Afghanistan.
Wildfires happened. We showed up.
Yeah, wildfires, hurricanes. Canada sends help, right? What the they do? They tariff us over wildfire smoke, right? And Canada's the one that's fucking nasty. To me, I feel like that's a bit... It's just Trump. He's going to say that. Why? Because he's not going to get pushed back there, right? The U.S. they're 10 times the population of Canada.
That's the other thing. Obviously, you have better employment.
They got Wall Street. They got some of the biggest corporations in the world. They have movies, musicians. I'm not saying they don't exist globally, but some of the biggest actors, actresses, music producers, companies, they all come from the U.S. They influence culture, right? They're busy watching Spider-Man and the Odyssey. They don't talk about tariffs.
Yeah.
Right? The only people that talk about tariffs are Canadians.
Because it affects them.
Yeah, because it affects them, right? It doesn't affect them in the same way, right?
Yeah.
So what ends up happening? Trump gets no pushback. Nobody really gives. Do you think they care if you're tariffing certain things? They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? So zero pushback means Trump's always going to say it, right? And they're gaslighting comments.
And there's a level of rapport that's expected, right? Amongst political leaders. This guy just doesn't have that.
But Trump's never had that shit.
It was kind of annoying. Carney could have said that too. He just said it's a tough negotiation. You can use whatever adjective you want. He didn't say nasty. He didn't say f this, that. He didn't say anything to him, right? This guy's always like dropping F-bombs, saying whatever he wants.
But Trump says that about everybody.
Yeah.
When has he not said that?
Yeah,
he's been
it
there.
gets annoying over time.
Yeah. I remember when the second time around when he first came into office, it was a massive headline the first time he said f***.
Yeah.
Like, it's the first time the president's ever sworn on the White House lawn.
It was weird, though.
It was
right?
weird.
Yeah.
It sounded weird.
Yeah, now he's normalized it. This is the world we live in.
Maybe he means like nasty, like in a positive way. Like, yo, they're so nasty.
That's why you say
It's pretty ironic, too. He's giving this speech in Vegas, and Vegas is directly impacted by the boycott of the tourism from Canada. Canadian tourism to Vegas dropped 17%. They're like begging us to come back there. And he's sitting out there talking about them being nasty, right?
Yeah. It's just he gets no pushback on tariffs. That's just the way it is. He's not going to stop saying it. Right? But speaking of these tariffs, there are some negotiations going on.
Seems to work. He called them nasty.
Yeah, he called them nasty.
All it took.
Yeah, and then we start conceding. But here's a little clip.
Canada is pushing for a few key things from the Trump administration, demanding no new 50% tariffs, the one set to start August 19th. It wants sectoral tariffs on steel and aluminum to be lowered, and a public announcement that a CUSMA review and those talks are getting underway. To help get there, Canada is willing to offer a few things. Some changes on dairy quotas, making it easier to sell U.S. goods in Canada. An end to provincial booze bans that are still in place. Lift retaliatory tariffs placed on the U.S. auto sector. And cooperation around defense, energy, and critical minerals.
At least in the past, Trudeau imposed retaliatory tariffs, right? These guys just make threats of them. They don't even get to the stage of doing it.
I think it's a up situation. During the election season, you walk around saying elbows up, right? And then now, being a prime minister, you're going to have to make some sort of compromises, right? So it's like people are going to see the hypocrisy.
Yeah, they got rid of the DST immediately, got rid of the online streaming levies. Now they're lifting the booze ban, she just said, softwood lumber, and they're imposing quotas on steel and aluminum, all to appease this guy.
So these are the Section 338 tariffs, right? And they affect a bunch of things from what I was looking at: alcohol, dairy, cement, sporting goods.
They haven't even gone into effect yet. It's the 19th.
It's the 19th.
Yeah.
Right. Wood, paper, minerals, metals, and all these are 50%.
Yeah.
Right. So it is a massive portion on a massive amount of goods.
Yeah.
Right. But and you do have to negotiate CUSMA. It's one of the single most important deals between the two countries. But it's not just a one-way street as much as people like to make it seem like it is. Conceding that much so quickly.
You give him everything on a silver platter before he hasn't guaranteed any immunity from these 50% tariffs. He's said nothing.
All of
Carney's on vacation in Italy till the 17th. He left.
He's like
say whatever you want about Trump, but this guy canceled his plans and stuff to deal with the things going on in his country.
Yeah.
Our guy's just like, yo, vacation, John up right now. Right? He's in Italy.
But But
There's nothing going on here.
Trump's not really negotiating. What the f- doing? He's just like, I'm not gonna do shit. Period.
So figure it out. You got to do something. They lost on everything. Even that bridge too. That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing. I just don't like. I understand Kuzma review has to happen. I get all this, right? But the midterms are in November, right? You got 30 months before Trump's probably out of office, and it's probably not going to be Republican the way the polls are showing right now, right? Why go so public with this now? Is that something that he demanded for his polling numbers for Carney to say, and then he's going to reverse on those tariffs or some shit? I don't know. Why not have these talks in private? Why are you going to go so public with these things? And those tariffs.
He's doing it for the midterms.
Yeah, those tariffs affect alcohol, right? So taking off the booze ban,
wine country is hurting in Cali right now.
Yeah. So if he's gonna do these 338 tariffs, is the ones that he came up with in July, right? Like these are new tariffs he came up with, and you're willing to concede on dairy. They were saying I didn't even see everything
on everything.
On everything.
Everything.
On
Even
everything.
softwood lumber's on the table.
Yeah.
They're gonna concede everywhere.
Yeah.
Steel, aluminum, softwood lumber, that's your biggest bargaining chips if you're bargaining on trade.
Well, softwood lumber has always been a dispute in Canada because in Canada it's crown owned and in the US it's privately owned. So whenever the housing market shifts, the way that shit works, I think it kind of just escapes most people's minds.
Yeah.
Whenever the housing market's going, right, then they need wood and it fuels that, right? And it helps, right? Because a lot of the wood comes from up north. Whenever it slows, the housing market, and they start building less homes, then those private companies are hurting. So they lobby Washington like crazy, like, hey, bitch, we don't need their wood anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So kind of what happens back and forth, right? Despite all the studies done on northern wood is better than, softwood lumber from the south because it's better to build houses from that wood. It's stronger wood and shit. That's just, on the side. But I feel like a lot of this shit, with the dairy and all of that, it's more complicating than people. I don't even know the intricacies of every fucking sector and shit like that. I don't look into it enough. But it's more complicating than people put on, right? And to concede on everything right away, I don't get it. Why now?
If you give up your biggest bargaining chips, they've made no concessions. He's made no guarantee that he's going to lift these tariffs. They're still in place, going to go into effect on the 19th of August. Why? That's my only question. All bargaining chips here. What do you have left?
No, but okay, I get that, right?
I get that he's not.
Why are you doing it publicly?
Exactly. You have no need to. He's not doing anything. He's not saying anything.
Yeah,
he's not making any concessions anywhere.
If you conceded all of these things, right, and all of these tariffs went away, and the Kuzma review happened, and you're signing Kuzma, and it's renewed, right? I get it.
Yeah.
If you had to concede some things, Kuzma's a important agreement, and you had to concede these things to make everything work. They conceded some stuff. All right, cool, right?
Yeah.
He's not saying anything. You publicly are conceding. Why? It seems kind of pointless to me. The bargaining chips, what the do you have left?
That's what I'm saying.
All you can do is oil, potash, and look at the things that they exclude. I don't have it here, but I'm pretty sure most of the things they exclude are the ones that would affect them the most, right?
Obviously, they would do that.
Yeah.
But my whole thing, it's not even a Carney thing. It's not a party thing. He happens to be the leader, right? We get screwed on the bridge, DST, tariffs. Tell me somewhere this guy's won or negotiated well. One victory.
And I
can't think of one.
In terms of negotiations, no. In terms of negotiations,
they were all
absolutely not. I think... I don't even think Trump's a great negotiator, personally speaking.
No.
If you're negotiating,
I think he just makes threats and he backtracks on them too.
He backtracks on them like crazy. If the internet started saying certain things, or if the stock market fell off, tomorrow he'd be like, no, we're not doing those tariffs.
He'd reverse course, yeah.
And your own country is fighting you in Supreme Court on the tariffs. And the midterms are around the corner. It's August, September, October, November, midterms.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about earlier, so 2026 has produced $5 billion movies so far. So the box office is doing pretty well. So do you guys think that you can guess this year's highest grossing movies so far?
Yeah.
Top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Okay, go.
Our collective three
all
minds.
10?
Spider-Man.
10? Wow.
Spider-Man's got to be number one.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That thing did $1 billion in the first week.
1.1 billion.
The Odyssey.
Yeah, that's number 5.
And that's all I got.
You said you got all
Toy
10.
Story. Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy
that's
Story.
number 2.
Yeah.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, that's number 6.
What else we got? I didn't even like any movies until. No,
Really? Toy Story 5 was fire.
No, Toy Story 5 was fire.
There's Project Hail Mary. Is that on there?
Yeah, 7.
What else?
These are all theatrical releases, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that the scary one. That sucked, by the way. That wasn't even
Scary
good.
movie?
No,
that girl?
Obsession, yeah.
Yeah, that's number 9.
It wasn't even scary.
You watched it, right?
Yeah, it
I
sucked.
thought that movie was trash.
I did too.
I get it, the budget and stuff
I
like
know
that.
it made 450, but I don't think it's moved.
And people are raving about it, but to me that movie was more so like an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Yeah.
Like it legit felt
it was
like
exactly like that.
It was
the old
disturbing.
school where you would go into where the kids would go into that like little
magic
shop with,
shop.
with the
Yeah,
fat
yeah.
guy, the fat bald
Yeah,
guy, or
yeah.
whatever the that was.
Yeah.
That's what that felt like.
Go
but-
buy a charm or whatever.
Yeah.
How many have they gotten?
So we still have 3 left.
So, three,
Avatar.
that's it.
4 left. 4 left.
Avatar.
No,
that this year?
That was
That's not even
this
this year.
Fuck, I just started saying big movies.
But like out of the billion top 5, it's still 2 movies left.
There's two
Two
movies.
movies in the billion?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
can't even
Spider-Man,
remember.
Odyssey, I said
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story. What else
Two
is
more.
there? There's Michael.
Yeah, that was 3.
Oh, right.
Did you guys watch that?
No.
Yeah.
The Michael 2 is coming out.
Is it?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
there's gonna
the
be
second
another one.
Yeah.
And then there's
You
a
said
very
Michael.
obvious
Pixar.
one.
What Pixar ones came out?
Toy Story.
No,
Toy Story's the
Inside
one.
Out 2. What's the big ones? Something else
Did
come out?
another Pixar one come out?
There has to be.
Is it a Pixar?
Yeah. You're getting
Yeah.
warmer.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
Pixar.
my god, I should know.
Incredibles.
No.
No,
It's
Minions.
one-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minions.
And
Still
how many do we
missing
have
one
left?
in the top 5.
How?
Yeah, how?
Is it?
Have you seen it?
I
He
think
doesn't
so.
even know.
You don't even remember seeing it? It made $1 billion.
We did.
Huh?
We saw it. We saw it.
We saw
Star
it.
Wars.
No, it's cartoon.
The cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Should I just
What
tell
the
you?
Yeah.
No. Hold on. We could get this.
It's like Pixar.
Disney.
No, I don't think it's
Disney?
Pixar. I think it's Warner.
I said
Brothers.
Toy Story.
Warner.
Huh?
She said Warner Brothers.
I said Toy Story. You know
yeah,
that, right?
I know.
Okay.
That's number 2. We're missing number 4.
This is
That's the
wild.
only one?
And then we're also missing number 8.
I said Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's 7.
Yeah, we know what you did.
Yeah,
there.
we
Like,
all-
yo,
I'm
she's
just
talking
making
all
sure.
over.
You know what you said.
Yeah, I said this. Just say your list all over again. bro.
No, there's no more cartoon movie that did that. Oh! Super Mario.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That one was good too.
We're
My memory is
Yeah.
Number 8 is left.
Yeah.
I don't know
This
if we're
movie
gonna
I
get
haven't even heard of. I don't even know how it's on the top 10.
Maybe we should
Alright,
watch
Maybe
it.
just tell us.
It's Pegasus 3.
What?
Three?
Oh, wait,
Three?
Is that?
Yeah. Three.
So there's 2 more. I haven't seen or heard of
I was
Pegasus.
like, I don't know why I thought it was like a spy movie, but no, I've never. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and that's it. That's top 10.
Okay.
Next
Is that the only question?
No, there's one more.
Okay.
Okay, next question. So rank the following superpowers without knowing what's next. So the first one is super strength.
Oh, that's a
And
big
it's top
one.
5. It's out of 5.
Okay, that's a pretty big one. Where would you
Super
put that?
strength?
I feel like super strength. Sophie's like, I don't give a shit.
like Hulk.
2.
Two? Oh shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
What do
It
you
is a
guys-
good one.
What do you
That
guys
is a
think?
good one. Two's it's super strength is pretty big. You can't beat
I'm
people
comfortable
up
at
as a
2.
superhero if you're not strong, right?
Right? Pretty useless superhero without
Like
strength.
That's
Superman.
true.
They all have
Thor,
super strength.
Thanos,
To be able to beat
yeah.
someone up.
Even Spider-Man is super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
So 1?
2.
Two.
Just in case.
No, what
Just
the
in
fuck
case you
is
could
one?
fly,
though?
right? Flying.
Anything.
How's flying more important than strength?
It's pretty
Jean Grey
cool.
mind control is the best one.
Oh, mind
Oh
control.
yeah, that's pretty big.
That's the best one.
How's it the best one?
You can do whatever the hell you want. You literally said she's the most powerful
She
mutant.
is one of the most powerful. Most powerful.
That
mutant
has
for
to be the
sure.
best one.
And you don't even know if that's on the list.
I hope it is. That's why I said
No,
just in
what do
case.
you mean indestructible? Man of Steel, Superman.
Because then
You
I
can't
think
get
that's
shot.
also strength.
What?
Mind control. Because it's like your brain
No,
strength.
then everything
No,
is
I mean
strength.
like physical strength.
Yeah,
That's,
because
Okay.
that's
We can
2
put it
then?
one.
Invincible.
You want to put it one?
Invincible health is the big
Two.
one too. though.
Okay,
Well-
can we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is flying.
Flying is low, man.
I like
me.
it. Okay, fine.
I
3,
think it's just
4?
fun.
I think flying is 5.
Wow, okay.
I think it's just
Shit.
it
fun.
doesn't
I
add a
don't.
benefit.
Yo, like there's some superheroes that can't fly and are pretty crazy superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
I'll just be flying around while you guys walking places.
Well, you don't gotta walk. If you're super strong like the Hulk, you can jump to different cities, man.
Okay,
Hulk
fine.
jumps fast.
5.
The next
You
one
just
is
don't want us to talk anymore.
web slinging.
Yeah, you could do that instead.
That's like a 4, man. Who the fuck? Do we really care about web slinging?
Wig.
Web?
You could put that forth. Yeah,
4.
Okay, the next one is invisibility.
That one's cool.
That's pretty
It's
mid.
cool,
dude.
but it's like you don't need it unless you want to rob banks and
So
become a
3?
criminal. That's like 3.
So what's 1?
Mind control.
Yeah, I told you.
That was a good list.
That's the best one. That list is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That list is perfect.
And with that, it's a wrap. Remember, we're not experts on anything. Damn sure don't know anything about superpowers or movies, apparently. And you guys should always do your own research, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.